So what we're doing is like a heightened sensory feeling practice of grounding down. Thinking about the feet. They're very sensitive. Some people are very ticklish, like they have heightened senses on their feet, very sensitive. And so you want to tune into that, and like people with really ticklish feet are always on guard, like I don't want something to tickle my feet, and so their feet like never relax. So first you must come balanced there. Not being hypersensitive, but you want to come from balance first with all of this work. So, feeling like you're searching for the feeling of a train going by, and you know it's going to rumble in your sensitive feet. And you want to experience this. It's like, I'm going to actually let this feeling rush through my body and witness it. I'm going to stop everything I'm doing and come so present in the moment with a train rumbling by that I'm going to consciously feel it in my feet, in my legs, in my knees, in my thighs. I can feel it in my bones in my legs, and I can feel it in my skin. I can feel my muscles somewhat flexing to keep balance, as it's such a rumbling effect of the big train rumbling by. And feeling it in your hips, and feeling this frequency coming up your belly and into your chest. You can really feel it in your chest. Maybe because the lungs are got air and there's space there for the air to move around or something, but you also have this very heightened center of feeling in the chest where your heart is, where your heart has emotions and love and feelings. So it's feeling out for this energy, and a vibrational frequency affects it. And it's like working out your senses. It's giving them let's work out senses. Let's see what we're feeling in our body, such as when this big train goes by. Or what are we feeling in our body and some sort of a blast, a big loud sound happens. I haven't heard it for a really long time, but other places where I lived, airplanes would break the sound barrier and there would be a boom. And I haven't experienced that for a very long time, but I did love that feeling that it just sort of put through my body. And imagining that you're opening up those sensory antennas and you're waiting for a sound or a vibration or something, but you're just really paying attention and open, and you're not thinking of anything else. It's just like, I am expecting something. Please be quiet. And send your body out into this I am ready frequency. I am listening. I am paying attention. And I'm not thinking of anything else. I'm listening and waiting. I'm feeling very neutral because you're not thinking of one thing or another. And you would definitely not be judging the experience. You'd just be reminding yourself, if your mind starts traveling, to bring it back to the I'm listening and waiting, and get there. Get to that point. Because ultimately what meditation is, with that very quiet mind, comes a very clear connection to your inner voice. All the other noise is quiet, and you're very alert, and you're very clear in the mind, and you're quiet, and you're practicing listening. And this is a place that if you have some sort of a question in your life, a heartfelt desire, an intention that you want to work on for your future, and you would like a little bit of guidance. You're like, I wonder what it would feel like to have $1 million. And you throw that out to this clear communication line to yourself, and you listen for an answer or a feeling or a great idea comes into your mind. Or some peace in saying, you don't need to worry about that right now. You're just meditating. So you clear your mind more and you listen deeper. And you go back to your intention or your question and say, what could I do to help myself in this way? To achieve what I want. And you listen for an answer from your higher self. Listen. What can I do to help me achieve what I want? And one word many times, or one sighting, or one thing just keeps kind of coming and playing over and over in your head. It might be not what you were expecting, so you're just being very open for anything. It could be the craziest answer. And so you get very still, coming to neutral. Nothing is right, nothing is wrong, everything just is. Can't judge yourself, you can't judge anyone else because everything is divine. So then you would be judging the divine. You are just experiencing with childlike innocence and staying in your moment and being very neutral and attentive. And just witnessing whatever you may be seeing behind your closed eyes. And accepting even the dream state and letting yourself sort of fully relax and go into a possible vision. Dreams are visions. And you're going in with this stage already set with your question. And then you drift off or drift in to you. And you relax and receive a message or the answer to your question from you. Because everything you seek is inside of you. But you have to get through the chatter to listen and receive. And you have to fully trust that it's okay to listen and receive. You have to trust it. That way you can let go of all the binding things of ego that would be telling you, no way, this isn't going to work. It's like, yes, it is. I'm totally trusting my higher self, and I don't need you to talk me out of it again. Let go of the ego. And I had a beautiful vision this week of having the weights of all of ego around me as if I'm standing in a basket. And all these weights are hanging from the basket down to the ground and holding my basket down. And it seems like there's a lot of ropes and everything going different directions. And I look up and I'm in a hot air balloon. And the ropes are from the balloon to the basket and from the basket to the ground with the weights. And I'm seeing that the balloon is expanded all the way. It's big, it's ready to float off, but it can't, because all of the little things of these weights that are holding my basket down are all from ego and enabling me to lift off. And so I go to some of the main veins of ego and I release them. I let go of that weight off the basket. And one is body image, big one. That's a huge weight. You can get that one off. You're going to feel a big shift in your basket and balloon going up. Let that outside imagery of illusion of yourself go. And the other big one is worrying about what other people think about you. It's a huge weight on your basket. Letting go of this one could possibly let you go up. You've let go of body image. Now you're letting go of the illusion of what other people think of you and how they'll judge you. Total illusion. It's not real. It is one of the things that we're practicing letting go of so that we can live expanded and up, enlightened. The load has been lightened. We don't care about our body image. We do care about its health, what we feed it. Everyone is super beautiful in their own special way. And letting go of looking at magazines and media, things that show women incredibly skinny and, is not everybody. It's them. That's their special, unique body right now. We are not putting ourselves right beside them and saying, I should look like that, ever. You look in the mirror And you just accept yourself and you say, I should look like that. That is me. That is how I recognize myself. And I'm fine with that. This is just my little outfit for being on earth this time. Be so happy with it. It's like, this is my outfit. I picked it out before I got here, and it's exactly the part I'm playing in my soul experience. This outfit I'm wearing. And adore it. And definitely not judging, not comparing, not making myself separate from anyone. And coming to this big epiphany about specialness. You're not special. No one else is special. Everyone just is. That would be saying something's right and something's wrong. It's not someone's special, someone's not special. It's just that everyone is. And they need to embrace the divinity of this energetic force that they are. It's not the outside part at all. It is the force that is inside, the loving force that totally loves and accepts itself from the inside out. Very proud of itself, very confident with itself. This energy force, a very bright, shining light, illuminating you from the inside out. And you can feed that light and that energetic force and make it strong and powerful by practicing meditation. Number 1, practicing present moment, practicing neutrality, practicing non-judgment, practicing unity, the knowing that everything is connected. I have a cute picture behind me on the wall of a polar bear, and he's just laying on his belly, and he's like holding his own hands, and he's looking straight at you, and his hips are all sticking out, and it says, everything is connected. And he's laying on a little floating island of ice. I can't remember those little breaks of ice. I can't remember what those are called. There's water all around his little ice island. Everything is connected. We are all one. We are all energy. We are all love. We are all spirit having a human experience. And so, why would we even come here if we weren't to enjoy the experience? Live to our fullest potential. And always come from truth to have the best experience. If we are coming from any other angle, such as just just experiencing. I'm just here for the ride. I'm not really getting involved. I'm just like a robot. The reason why we're here is to experience embodiment. So we love the body and we love the experiences, and we know that it's all divine, all pre-planned before we even came here, including all the people in our lives. And we're all down here doing it together. And we are all connected. And it's not just Earth. It's not just the three of us in here and then everyone outside a little bit further and just into our county. It's the whole Earth all the way around. And it's imagining an energy ball. Not hard to imagine. The Earth is this giant energy ball, and our energy is what's creating its energy, vibration, frequency. So if our energy is all low, it's like a dingy, dirty planet. But if all of us are practicing this unity, this non-duality, unity, yoga means unity, united, to yoke, all of us together, and bringing it into yourself, into your mind, into your body, and through your spirit, and fully experiencing this energetic being that you are, and fully loving it, and doing and having and being whatever you want during your experience. But to be able to do that fully and completely, we must let go of the ego. It is like this little test we just keep throwing up in front of ourselves and getting over it and winning and passing the test and letting it go and not worrying what people think and fully loving and accepting yourself and always being in neutrality. Nothing is right, nothing is wrong. We cannot judge anyone else. And coming from unconditional love constantly, you totally love each moment and each being that is around you at that moment. Everything is precious. And loving this experience of this body, the embodiment, and taking care of it, and being in that very awake and alert state of what's going to happen next during my embodiment. This is so fun. This is life. I don't want to waste it. I am energy. And this is Earth, and I'm here right now. Let's check it out. And following your heart as that giant energy center of you. Learning truth that's true for you. Learning how to always come from truth 100%. and not being affected by fear ever. Always coming from the higher frequencies of love, peace, joy, enlightenment, and seeing how things line up on that graph for you in your life. Have the graph and think, am I coming from the low energy on the graph? Is whatever I'm contemplating in my life coming from the higher energy? And knowing that you deserve everything from the highest energy. Everything must feel good. It comes from truth, it feels good. So always practicing truth. Always practicing, where is your energy on the graph today? And always practicing the unconditional love. Always coming from neutrality. Always coming from that unconditional love for yourself. You fully love yourself, every bit of it. You are not judgmental or self-shaming in any way. You're just accepting this beauty of you. Always grateful. Grateful for this experience. And paying attention to the loved ones in your life and those who have also made your life difficult. Realizing these are the teachers in your life. And they are teaching you how to deal with crossroads, with little tests. They're just helping you. You're just preparing to pass the test fully by letting go of the ego completely, loving yourself, staying neutral, always coming from truth, and practicing unity, non-duality, no separation, knowing you are energy, knowing you clean your energy with clean thoughts and clean food, and gratitude keeps your energy clean and strong. And listening for anything that this energetic force is going to tell you that lives inside of you. Try to figure out your favorite kind of language of listening to yourself, your true self. Try to figure out, I think my guides don't want me to go this direction. You start trusting yourself. It's like, do I turn left or do I turn right? I feel like we really better turn right. And you find out if you would have turned left, it would have been a bad thing. But also knowing everything is divine. And so practicing all those things.